Wow. Here we go. All right, this has to go. This has to go on the story, so I can prove that this is happening. Okay, now that I have that, watch me code. We have that. How do I put a link in Instagram? This is going to be the most boring part of the VOD if anyone's watching this. Can I do a link? How do I do a link? Done. Label. Draw. Location. Aha, link. Switch account. Oh wait, I can do this. OpenMarch. There we go. Here we are. OpenMarch live stream. Okay, boom. Your stories. And now we're going to get this on the Discord. Oh wait, you can't see that. I thought I was sharing my screen for a second. I got real scared. I was like, oh no. Here we go. Streamer mode enabled. Good. Let's see. Come watch a. Come hang while I code. Oh, wow. Okay. Let's see how we're doing. I'll have my side thing here. Close. Welcome to your chat. Cool. All right. All right. Let's see. Okay. The goal. Create a UI to implement these tempos, and then all right. Let's do tempo editor. Whoa, what did I do? Can I like not make this UI bigger? Perfect. Okay. Here's what we're going to have. We're going to have a long list of things. And it's going to be something like oh, that's a great color. Tempo groups. Oh, it's Alexi. Hold on. Oh, yeah, you can't see my screen. Alexi, you say we. I think there's only one person. No, there's two people. Here we go. Okay, perfect. Awesome. So we have, here's what we're going to do. Our goal is to create a UI with these tempos and let users implement bulk tempo goals. Let's do this. Can I invert to text edit? Yeah, whatever, doesn't matter. Surely there's a way to do like rich text of some sort. No, it doesn't matter. Okay, so we have, let's make this like, hold on. OpenMarch branding guide. Let's get all our colors. Drive. Brand. Here we are. Okay. So we have 0E0D14. E0D14. All right. We're making something. It's going to be awesome. Tempo. Gosh dang. Tempo groups. I went grocery shopping just before this. And I went, because my fiance, she's out. She's actually out. Uh-oh. Okay. We still good? Stream good? What happens if I do this? I don't think you can see that screen still. That's pretty upsetting. Hold on. What if I do this? Yeah, my screen is frozen. This is something that happens occasionally. Yep, internet explosion. So I'm sorry, I'm doing some OBS stuff live. Gonna get a screen capture, new screen capture. Uh-oh. Make sure display. Oh, gee. There we go. Yeah, we're professional. There we go. Okay. Great. And we're back. All right. So we're going to have tempo groups. I don't really like this shade of gray. What shade of gray is OpenMarch actually? It's like a... Oh, no, no, no. Digital color meter. Here we go. Where did that go? What is it capturing right now? What the heck? Do you see this? It's like, this is very strange. I don't know what's happening. It's not capturing the right color at all. All right, well, let's just, man, whatever. Doesn't matter. Let's do this. It's going to look way better than this on the UI. We're going to have something like number. Whoa. Let's have like so this is where we'll repeat. Repeat this, and it'll be like 1:44 p.m. Or it'll be like more like this. And we'll have how do I fill? Again. Oh, that's not what I wanted at all. Whoa! I didn't mean to do that either. Stroke effects, export. How do I like do the actual box? Oh, you know what? Let's just do this. So this is going to be our input. Something like let's make two different versions of this. So this is the version we'll have 144 BPM. Let's make this pretty small. So the idea here is, the reason I'm making these smaller is there's this idea where we could have like BPM and then we could do BPM and then this, and it would be like this is the BPM. But what people really are going to care about is this number here. Like this is what at the core of the tempo group is. We could honestly like make this a bit smaller too. So we want to focus on when making a good UI, what the most important thing that people looking at is. Yeah, I was taking a picture for the Insta. Cool. So we'll do like 144 BPM. I think you can make that like big. That's not what that was. Like this, 144. Whoa! 144 BPM. And now we have a couple more things that we have with the tempo. So you want, I'm going to show you the code of what this looks like. Here we go. Oh wait, this is the wrong thing. I've been using cursor a lot recently. So we have a tempo group. Here we go. So we need a name. Start tempo. Okay, so if this is like letter A. Maybe it's like 100 BPM. We need let's call it like 4/4. So it'll be at 4/4 twice. Indexes, number of repeats. So we have the start tempo. I should really change that. And then we need a, there's this idea of when we have this idea of big beat, long beat indexes. So very often you're going to have your marching show in 4/4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Occasionally you're going to want something in mixed meter. So if we could do like 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And so what we want to let the user pick is which one of these beats is going to be longer. So if we gave it like a, let's keep this. I like this. This is good. Can I lock this? Lock. There we go. Okay. Let's keep that. Next, this is going to be, maybe this is going to be in 3/4. And this is going to be times 9. And then, that's good. Let's call this like 120 BPM. And then this, we can call letter we can call this like A. Or actually, let's do this. I put this here, copy, paste, and then this is going to be A. Cool. Make that bigger. Not that big. And we'll make this have a background of some sort. There we go. Now, the question really comes if we want to keep this, let's do this actually. Do we want the letter number or the rehearsal mark to be in the box or outside of the box? Because I think they're all very different. Let's see. There we go. So let's call this A. Like we could have it here, or we could have it here. We could have it like here or something. Now, I kind of like this idea of it being separate. Let's keep it like that. So, man, I'm not convinced. Let me know what you think in the comments. Internet explosion. Okay, we have A. And now here's the real challenge. We have two things. When someone has a beat that they want to customize, we're going to need to give them the option, like if there's a cello rondo here and they want to start at 120 and go to something else, maybe we will call this custom. Like that. Make that a bit smaller. And it'll be like, let's say there's a bar of 4/4. It'll be something like 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, whoops. There we go. We're gonna have this. And this is the case if someone has a cello rondo, they're gonna need to enter a tempo individually. So this would be like, gosh, stop making this so large. So this will be like 120. And that'll be the horrible color white. Do you guys, what am I supposed to talk about when I stream? Like, am I supposed to, dude, I promise you, the YouTubers make it look easy. I was never designed to be a streamer. I don't really think I have anything interesting to say. No, I do. I have interesting things to say. Like, I moved recently. That was nice. If you are not an adult, and you're like living with your parents or something, there's a whole world of trash bills and like electric bills and stuff like that. But it's like you sometimes, like we had to sign up for our own trash. Oh, it also blew over today. Like I was coding, like just at my real job, and I was just like, you know, kind of mind-numbing, just coding, and I hear like a dugong, and so when I go and investigate the dugong, I look out, and our recycling bin that is like full to the brim with boxes and cans. It's like I shoved everything in there. Was just all over the driveway. It was everywhere, and it was really windy out. So like I was fight or flighting, like getting all of this trash in, so I wasn't like a scourge on the earth. Hold on, I think my roommate's dog wants to come in. 1 second. Do you guys want to see Miles? Come here. Come here for the people. Come here. Let me see if you can. Miles, come here. Miles. Miles. Oh. Yeah, he did not want any part in that. Oh, wow. What a great segue into our merch. You too could be the owner of a purple OpenMarch hoodie, just like me, by buying the merch, store.openmarch.com. That's a great plug, and I hope every single one of you purchase it. All right, back to the real world. Miles, come here, buddy. Dude's anxious. He likes. If you guys notice, I'm like on a standing desk. He loves the pad that I stand on. Just because, like, it has like all these things on it where you can like move your legs, but he like lays on it like it's his bed. So there's like all this dog hair on my sock, all these dog hairs on my sock. Yeah, riveting conversation, I know. All right. So let's do. All right, I got it. So this is going to be smaller. Make that like 8. Let's make this a tad bit more compact. So let's change this around. So this is going to be 4 times 2. And this is going to be measures 3 to 4. This is going to be, let's copy this. Let the dog code. Yeah. You know, honestly, I think Miles would do a better job than me with some of these things. There you go. Let's make this X6. Whoa! Whoa there, Nelly. Whoa! Whoa! You guys, you ready for a surprise? Where did he? He's in this. He's under my desk. Oh, I don't know. Let me see if I can show you guys then. So my cable is like all managed on my monitor. So you know what I can do? I can use my phone as a camera. Watch this. I want you guys to see this. Audio capture, video capture. Here we go. Phone. No, Miles. There he goes. Well, we tried. Why not, you know, for a challenge? To address your question, the loan dispenser. The reason I do eventually want to do that, like where you can do like a start tempo and end tempo. And actually, I did like implement the code to have those start groups, but there were so many. There's a lot of stuff that tonal energy does that, like, you can control what your time signature is on tonal energy, and it does a lot of math for when hypothetically, like if you're going from 4/4 to 3/4 to like a mixed meter thing. I just want to be able to handle that case if I was going to do a start tempo and end tempo. And the current way that I have the tempo system set up, it was a lot of edge cases, and I would prefer to just give the user granular control over their Decello rondos at first. I'd love to put that in later, but I think for right now, this is sort of the smarter option. It's just not really a battle that I want to fight at this second, but eventually I do. Because you're right, that would be way easier. So 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hello, I got the move. There's this like, there's this idea when you're developing software for like 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 3 to 6. When you have to figure out like how much control are you going to give the user. Like you all, if any of you have like ever seen Photoshop versus PowerPoint, PowerPoint is very, very good at hiding a lot of its like tools from you, because if a piece of software gave you every button available to it at every moment, then you'd get really overwhelmed. So the balance that you have to strike is you have to show them what they would want in that moment. The difficult thing is that like takes time, and that takes skill. Time is something I want to get this as good as I can as soon as I can. But as far as skill, like skill as in like you have to know what the users are going to be looking for, or what, in this case, designers. Like I don't actually know how most people use tempos. So the best way for me to know if something is a bad UI or implementation is like literally people roasting me, and like after they've used it and being like, if only I could do something like this. Yes, debudgex. I want to, something I want to do very soon, and like this is like I have a list of things. I can probably show it to you. I have a list of things that I want to do, and let me make sure I don't dox myself. Here, I'll show you. Here is this is sort of a list of stuff that we have come up with, or someone on the team has come up with, like certain things that we want to do, and I think one thing we're gonna try and figure out is like, yeah, exactly what you're saying. Snap to grid by whole, half, quarter, etc. And that's like while you're moving the marchers in particular. So planned features, put that there. Cool. Yeah, so this is what like our sort of, I mean there's a little bit more, but like what we are going to try and do. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions on that. Let's see. But currently, to answer your question, there's not a way to do it currently. But it is something that I want to do. No, there's not a way to do it currently. I was about to say, but you could do this, but there was a way to do it, and then I took it out because I thought it was a sloppy implementation. But whatever. Okay. So we have this custom, and now we're gonna have $144 quarter note, and the reason I say this should be up here. If we want something like 7/8, we could do what I'm imagining is we want to know what each beat is going to look like. So I'm picturing this is tricky because there's a lot of ways that this could happen. We could just do a, can you go up? Bro. Just go to the, there we go. We could do, I need something as simple as 3 plus 3 plus 3, or 3 plus 3 plus 2, and then it's a drop down where you pick do something like this, where it's 7, 8, 3 plus 3 plus 2, and then this is a drop down that you can pick from. Let me take this. Okay. Gonna make this a bit darker. We're gonna make this visible. We're gonna make this visible. We're gonna make this We're gonna make this visible. Bro. Oh, it's because the opacity is so low. Whoops. I was like, Figma, your crap together. No, it's my fault. People that work on Figma are certainly way smarter than me. I hope. Not this one. Oh my gosh. Just, there we go. Okay. So it'll be like something like this. From a drop down. How do I do that? Done. What did I just do? You Figma developers, or like people that use Figma that aren't me, are like reeling right now. You're like, just do this. Gets the job done. All right, 322 times times this. Oh my gosh, come on. All right. I don't love this. I don't love that either. There's just a lot of empty space here. But honestly, like, how often are you going to be... I don't really want to put it... Can you just know what I want magically? Thank you. Alright, so this is going to be... Oh my god. Oh my god. Alex versus Figma challenge. A chill button, please. Would you... This, like literally you guys saying this in the chat could change my decision. Is it so important that you have a button that automatically calculates the accelerando for you? Or could you go, like, this is not me being lazy. This is not me being like trying to be snarky. Is it actually too hard to just do, I start at tempo 144, I'm gonna end at 80, minus that, divide however many beats you have, and then boom, you're there. And like, yeah, you have to do it, but is that so hard? Think on that while I answer my fiance's phone. Hello. Now that you've had time to think on it, yes, I am actually stupid. All right, well, we're going to start with this. Let me actually show you something. I literally did the work for this. Ah! You don't want that. I did. God, it's so hard to stream without like. I'm like worried that I'm constantly gonna dox myself. Tempo group. Where is it? Okay. So history. This is what I was doing last night. Attempt to detect tempo groups. Okay. So this is me last night trying to make logic to have a start tempo and end tempo. Can I just see the whole file? Okay, so we had a start tempo and an end tempo, and then what I would try to do is I would try to detect a tempo change across the given measures. This is really hard to conceptualize without like making a word salad, but basically what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make it so I don't need to store a separate data structure that's like, this is an accelerando and this is that, because then I have to have like a tempo groups table, and then I have to make sure that stays updated with whatever people use, with whatever the beat changes to, and then that adds a lot of like logical complexity to the like the app itself. And so it's this is partially me being lazy, like lazy hopefully in a smart way, but like what I would do is, since all that I have in music is all that I have in OpenMarch to keep track of music is this beat, and the beat only has a duration, the duration of this beat to the next in seconds. So what I do is I try to detect what tempo you have input from this. If every beat is 0.5 seconds, that means that your entire show is 120 BPM, and that's very easy to detect. So if I created something that was like start tempo and end tempo, well, I would need to be able to detect whether whether OpenMarch made that tempo change, so it could show up here as like a start tempo and end tempo, not just like a bunch of custom numbers. The real deal with having custom numbers like this is, at the end of the day, what we are trying to accomplish is lining up tempo with audio. The tempo's already figured out. Like, we aren't trying to we're not trying to make music, and we're not trying to make a metronome. We are trying to figure out what time information already exists, and we need to find the easiest way to translate that. If I try to be clever and think, well, I'm just going to do a start tempo and end tempo, well, what if what I came up with, or the thing that I chose, is a little bit different than how MuseScore did it or how Dorico did it? Because of that, I was thinking that, like, since it might be different like that, then like it might just be better to give people, at the start at least, a manual entry, because how many tempo changes in the show are you really going to have? Like, maybe, I don't know, like 3 or 4 for a whole show, maybe. Like, not all shows have gradual tempo changes. So I'm thinking, like, while this might be kind of annoying, you're really only going to have to do it once, and you're just going to have to whip out a calculator. Or, actually, hey, this is a good idea. Maybe I, like... Wait, I'm coming up with something on the spot. You can... Okay, you know what? Let's extend this. Unlock. I think if we could do... Let's put this here first of all. There we go. So we're going to need... Well, yeah, a calculator on the website, but I think you have a good point. I shouldn't be like, and whip out your phone's calculator. It should be integrated. But that doesn't mean that they can't provide the start and end tempo when they create it. So maybe when you create a new tempo group, it can be start and end tempo, and then it just turns into this. So we don't have to memorize the start tempo, it just stays that way. 40. Okay, let's put in plus. I know there's a better way to do this. If Duck is watching, he's like reeling right now. Look at that. Best plus button. Wait, can we all just like appreciate this for a second? Look at that. Look at that formatting. This alignment, this perfectly even circle that has a radius of, it's 18 by 17. God, this is, all right. That's just gonna stay like that. So we have a new, we're gonna create a new one, and when you create a new one, this is gonna pop up. You're gonna have like, he's there. He was there. I knew you were gonna be there. QN. Maybe we can have like an actual coordinate icon here. There you go. Okay. So this is going to be, and this isn't, the whole point of me making this UI isn't to make something that's beautiful, it's to make something that presents the information that I'm thinking about. So we're gonna have this, let's do like rounded something. X over 4 or over 8, I guess. Yeah, let's do that. So I'll have so this is me creating the new form for when you want to edit what you're doing. Just come on. Get it. Get it. Get it. Get it. Come on. Haha. Okay. Here we go. Guys, I don't mean to brag, but I have 7 concurrent viewers right now. And I bet you only 6 of them are people on my team. I'm happy. Okay, so we're gonna have like 3. No, I love how supportive. It's just funny. All right, 3 over 4. That looks beautiful. Let's make this. It's like BPM. Yeah, there's definitely a better way to do this. I probably should like group all of these into objects or something. Whatever. After I design this, I'm never gonna touch Figma again, or not like for this feature. Okay. So we have that, and then we don't really need anything for measures here. Or we could do make custom tempo. Something like this. Should it be? Yeah, man, I'm just bored at work. This is gonna blow up in a big way. Thank you. No, nothing I say ever to be like, yeah, man, I'm just bored at work. This is cool. I hope I mean when people like ask me for stuff and I'm like, well, this is every reason why it can't happen. It's not to be like, you're dumb and you should feel sad. It's to be like, sometimes like you know, you often can come to like the idea like, wow, this would be really great, and then you like think of the details of how it would be implemented, and it's a constant battle of figuring out if the battle that you have, if the battle that you're trying to fight is worth your time and the project's time. Like, if it were up to me, I would, if I could just like go unhinged, I would just like, I'd refactor everything. Like, I'd rewrite everything in OpenMarch because I'm like, this is dumb, this is stupid. I wrote this like a year and a half ago. Like, I think this is dumb. But like, you as an end user, like, don't care. Like, you don't care how bad my React state management is. You don't care. Like, once you're using the app, it doesn't matter. Like, as long as it works. But that's to an extent. Like, if it's such bad design that like it's going to hold us back, like there are some times where it's like worth it to take a step back and like change how you're designing things. But for right now, it's really just what makes me feel good. Like what makes me feel like I'm being productive. And it's something that like I do a lot. It's productive procrastination, where you like I worked for 2 Sundays ago. I worked for 6 hours on a new database migration system, and then I looked at it and I was like, this is crap. Just deleted the repository. Like, it was just, I was like, this is not a good idea. And it was also from a conversation I had with someone who was very, very insightful. But like, sometimes you just write things and you delete them and they're like not good. All right, but chat. Thank you so much, Josh, by the way. Should we make this button customize tempo? Like, when you press this, that's when this shows up. Customize tempo. Should we make it like individual beat? Define beat tempo. You know, let's stick with that. I think that's good. So this is going to be like a new one. Define beat tempo. And then another thing we might want is I'm wondering how, you know what, let's keep this as 4. Let's make mixed meter. We're just going to ignore that, how this is here. Make the tempos, make this smaller, 6, that's too small, but whatever. Let's make this, Gosh, this looks so good. This is really good. I really have a career in UI design ahead of me. God dang it. Just, there we go. All right, this is perfect. All right, so this is what we're implementing. I did promise someone I'd play Helldivers in 37 minutes, so let's see how much we can get done. Let's see what we can do. All right, we're gonna open the AI interface I like to call Cursor. The AI communication channel. If any of you are devs in the chat, let me know what you think of Cursor. I'm kind of mixed about it right now. Tonight! God dang. Alright, I'm gonna put this here. Put this here. Boom. Look at that. It's like I'm a real streamer. All right, now that we have this, this is like, we have this for reference. Okay. Oh, I've messed up my UI. I've messed up my code. All right. Get some of that. Get some of those calluses. Are you ready? Because you're about to go on a journey together. A journey that will last until 9 p.m. or until 9:30. I might say 9:30. The more that humanity uses AI, the less able it will be to think for itself. Yeah, sure. but it makes a lot of code, that's for sure. All right, here we go. So first thing we're gonna do is we're just gonna get OpenMarch open. I'm making the text nice and big for you so you can read it. Hopefully so you can read it. Stop. It's kind of too big, but we can deal with this. Oh, it just crashed. You know, sometimes Cursor is like really cool. So if you don't know, Cursor, basically it's this coding editor that has this like AI chatbot built in, and it's like really like it's optimized for like changing things and like adding AI recommendations, but sometimes, and it's an exact copy of Microsoft's code editor. Like it's literally just like a fork of it, like it uses the same code. But sometimes it's just Microsoft's code editor, VS Code, but just slower. Like it actually doesn't actually, like it's just a bad, like because there's so much AI slop running in the background. Oh, Miles, you want to come in? I don't want to open my door because I don't want to like interrupt my roommates. Okay. PNPM, desktop, dev. Is this a DAW? No, this is, sorry, I had to like think about that for a second. I was like, what? No. This is not a DAW, if that's a real question. This is not a DAW. This is a drill writing software for marching bands or any sort of ensembles that have a rectangular performance area to move their dots around. Oh, you're asking about the coding editor. I don't know what you're asking about, honestly. Here we go. Okay. All right, here we are. So this is what we're gonna have when we update something. For those of you who have never like seen this sort of thing happen, so we have our music pane here. We can edit, let's see, music. We can edit what's in this, it's called a modal, to like automatically see how it works. So if I said like, my name is Jeff, and I save that, dude, oh my God, Cursor takes like, you see this dot? It's because it's not saving. Yeah, it pops up right here for some reason. Oh no, like if I put it down here, my name is Jeff. Cursor! Oh my gosh. I'm so sick of this. We're not using Cursor anymore. Not, at least not for this stream. Alright, that's enough of you. You know what I think it was? I think my internet is kind of like flaking out on me. PNPM. There we go. What I was saying before Cursor so rudely interrupted me was, yeah, we could put it down here, and then boom, it just pops up there. So what we're going to do now is we're going to implement this UI that we have made for ourselves. Yes, I could like, I don't even really know where to put this. You know, we'll like put it here. And we can like minimize it. Okay. Cool. So the first thing that we're going to do, let's create a bunch of fake tempo groups. So we have these tempo group. So, bro, I don't have compile. Where's code? There it is. There we go. Create 8 fake tempo groups. groups for me to test implementation. So this is what I like really love this for that. Perfect. Thank you. That's enough. I don't need your life story. That's not what I wanted. I said copy. Thank you. There we go. Test tempo group. Import. All right. Now we are going to do div. You know, maybe it makes a good point. Let's make a tempo editor. Tempo group. Tempo group component. Tempo group hard. Tempo group. It should be this. You know, sometimes I like actually forget how I'm supposed to write function. Tempo group. Like I'm like, wait, is this a React? Is this a component? Is this a function? Like okay, whatever. Tempo group. If you're like, why is there so many brackets and curly things? I'm with you. I don't know why there's so many. Yeah, I don't need this anymore. I'm trying to keep my workspace as clean as possible so you guys can like kind of read what's happening. So we're going to return the div. And that div is going to do, let's just do for now, JSON.toString. That's not what I wanted. Let's change. What did I do before? Okay. What? JSON.prototype? What is that? I've never seen that before. Oh, it's that. It's all caps. I was coding in Python today. JSON.stringify tempo group. Okay, and so if we do div, maybe it's good to have an ID. ID equals tempo groups. Map, and then you, hey, silly AI, you need a key in there. There you go. Let's see what it made. Perfect. Now check that out. Now let's edit this a little bit. Let's give it a... What do we use? Let's give it a... First of all, let's give this class name flex. A flex is just... Flexbox is just a way to store things. Apparently not very well. With all. Let's make it so the margin on the X side is 2. That's not what I wanted at all. Why is this happening? Why is it cutting off like this? Whatever. All right. So first, what if I do this? Why did that not do anything? I'm just stupid. I think the answer is yes. Perhaps it's this? Whatever. Flex wrap. You know, it doesn't matter because this is fake anyway. Let's do gap 4. Let's give this a background. Class name BG FG1. FG2. What do you usually use here? Let's do P4. 6. I feel like there's a better way for me to do this. Or like there was a more defined way that you defined. Let's make this gap way bigger. You know what? I need to figure out if you already did something like this. UI. It's probably fine. What did I do for the field? Hey, I did it. This looks pretty good. Gosh, this is a lot of stuff. You know what? Let's look at how I did this. Below values. BG, FG2, text, rounded full. Oh. So it was FG2. I should really give this a stroke. Okay. Oh, border stroke. Yeah. Okay. So we have this border stroke, rounded full. Nope. Rounded 6. Yep. Thank you, David. Alright, and now that we have this, we can start actually editing it. So first, we're going to have, I think this should be a flex box of some sort. Flex or grid? Let's do flex. Yes. Okay. Let's see what the AI comes up with. Hey, that's pretty good. There you go. You know, I didn't really think about this. Like having the, first of all, let's make this a bit bigger. 16. Oh, not 12. I didn't really think about having the title there like that. No, but that's not really what we're going to be doing anyway. Okay, so what we should do, though, is if there is a name, we should have it here. Nope. We can do this. Put the group name out side of the box in a smaller one on top. If it is defined and not this or this. Oh, don't do that. Oh, I hate it when it tries to apply. Oh, no, that one actually was good. Sometimes it's bad at applying. Haha, there you go. The recall. So if we do this, doesn't show. If we do this, also doesn't show. What if we do this? It does show. So let's do const stripped name. What does this mean? I don't know what that even does, but let's see what it does. Oh. Trimmed. I was trying to read that regular expression, and I'm like, what is this actually doing? I don't actually know what it was doing. It's a regression. Oh, can replace those with booleans. Control, what do I do to edit? Replace all of these trim name checks with a boolean at the start of the component. Like, this is just stuff that I don't really need to... Why did you put this here? Thank you. Cool. So let's call this A, B, C, ah! And then let's make up another group. Cool. 200. All right, we're doing pretty good. Pretty good. Where did the... Here it is. Let's move this over here first of all. Shut up. I don't know, Jacob. I don't know if you're watching. Like, did all these icons get deprecated? Because I keep seeing like our icons from these, like they all just got deprecated recently, and I'm like, what? Like all of the icons that we use here are just deprecated now, and I'm just confused. I'm like, when did that? It was very weird. It was very weird. I did not expect that. I didn't know icons could get deprecated. All right. So here, let's keep this here. Stop doing that. Jesus. No one wants to look at the code, Alex. No one wants to look at the code. Never do. Okay. You know what? I'm going to make this bigger for you guys because I know OpenMarch is what you care about, not me coding it. Here we go. So we have this. Let's check back into what our Figma looked like. So it looked like this. Let's compare. So we should make this a little bit bigger. You know, in fact, let's keep this over here. We could do this. Shut up. So we have this to compare. This is what we're trying to do. Okay. So we need to, let's add like a tempo groups thing. Bro, I cannot find anything here. Thank you. Jagoomp. That's not good. Well, that'll be better later. And then what? This should have like ML4, let's say 6. Ooh, I don't like that at all. PL6? PL8? TL12? Why is the padding not working? Oh, wait. I actually don't know why it's not working. I was going to pretend that I did. Was I just literally using the wrong side? No, it just isn't working. Okay. Great. Let's just... We'll get that later. We'll get it. We'll get it at the second thing. Oh, I understand. That makes it so much easier. X icon. That's smart. Ha. Okay. Cool. Hello. How's coding going? It's actually going pretty well. You can see we have. This is what we have so far. This is kind of what we're trying to make it look like. So let's change everything a little bit. So we have this shouldn't be different. I don't know why I decided to make this different. Get rid of that. All right, so we're gonna have H5. We're gonna have this, and this is gonna be a flex. We need to make these, the tempo and the BPM marker, they need to be part of the same container. So we're gonna create a div, which is a container. We're gonna put the tempo in there. No, I don't want the tempo. We don't actually need to say tempo because the person knows that this is a tempo. H3. H2? H4. That's pretty good. Let's make this H4. Nope. H4. There we go. And then we're going to do should we just do a span? BPM. Great. And then in here, I'm going to do class name, text, sub. Text, second, text gray isn't what I want. Text sub, what am I? Text. Guess I'm going through all the options. Oh, text invert. No, not even a little bit. That's not what I want. What's like a way to... What did you... God, it's text shadow. That's not what I want either. Text... Gosh, what did I do here? Audio file. Did I just... I mean, is that allowed? Can I just do that? I don't know if I really want to make the opacity like that, but I guess... I don't know. Let's go to the Tailwind config. Let's see what our... Nope. What did you... What colors do we have? Text. You know, yeah, you're right. Text 50. Yeah, I was doing the opacity too. I wonder, like, what's your opinion on, like, the idea of the opacity, like, potentially looking pretty ugly sometimes? Because when you do the opacity, it's, like, easy, but then if something is under it, maybe it looks a little bit messy because you can see through the text. But it's also not... No, it's not a huge thing, honestly. Let's see. Text. Okay, sorry, I'm like losing steam. We need to make this a bit more rounded and larger. Also, let's make this like an H3. H3, text H3. And then this needs to have not rounded, just rounded. And it needs to have shadow. Rounded 6. Border stroke. Why is that not working? Border. There we go. There's some depth. Let's do border accent, actually. Min width, let's do 64. What if we do 128? What does that look like? Nothing. Okay. But sometimes I just suck at this. Oh, it's good. There you go. Okay. It's just gonna look like that. I just want it to. I just think this looks bad. Or it just doesn't look great. But I'll let you have your way with it later. Or I'll let, yeah, you know what I mean. Why is this different? Why does this one not have rounded edges? Oh, yeah, no, you don't need to do this. I don't need you to compare, like, why would I want that? Maybe it was thinking about, sometimes, like, the AI is not on the same page as me. Alright, I'm going to perform some surgery. And by surgery, I mean that I am going to try and get it. I'm going to try and get my, oh, that's not going to work, actually. Hold on. I'm trying to figure out how to get Helldivers installed on my computer without breaking the stream. We could make it into text. Yeah, text subtitle would be good. I think that would be good if we added that color. Let me. Nah, whatever. Okay. Wait, why did I? Oh. It was this, so we don't even need this check. So we have this. Okay. So let's, there we go. So let's have flex call, flex gap. Trying to figure out the best way to, you know, maybe we don't need. Trying to figure out the best way to organize this. So we need something on the other end. Let's just do normal flex. Yeah, I think I'm already doing this. All right, and then this is where we're gonna have. Oh, whoopsie. We're gonna need to define measures. So tempo group. I don't really pick it up. So we're going to need to. Let's just do this. Measure range string. Let's just make this a string. Can be null, can be optional. And then we'll do something like measure range string equals m1 1 2 4. Measure range string equals m1 6 or 5 to 10. And then this will be measure 10 to 12 and so on. This will be 11 to 13. There you go. Cool. So now, group. We're going to add a check. Here's what needs to happen. We're going to, if there's a measure range string, that's not what I wanted. If it's going to tempo group dot measure range string. Thank you AI for making this mess on my screen. What's that gonna do? Oh wow, check that out. That's cool. Kinda want something bigger than this, but H3 just seems like. No, I like H3 for this. Oh, stop. I don't like the M being right there. Sorry, I'm like being really quiet. My fault, sorry. Let's do text medium or something. Text. What's the like text small? There you go. Okay, cool. Sorry, I was being like really quiet. Text small. There we go. So we have this, we have that. Now we need to add this this sort of thing. Let me make it so if there's some, we can make it have a bit of margin top 6. Okay, margin top 8, 12. That looks good. All right, now we need to get this thing on the side here. So we can do this. This is going to be class name class name flex call. Hold on, I need to message my Discord group saying I'm going to be on Helldivers in a delayed. I'll be on 15 minutes. Okay. Hey, actually, I'm going to leave you guys to think about what you did today while I turn on my computer to update Helldivers. BRB updating Helldivers. There we go. Be right back. Oh my gosh, I still have 6 concurrent viewers. How did this happen? Big problem. My Helldivers is not working on my, does not seem to be working on my laptop downstairs. So I'm going to see if I can connect into my laptop, into my desk. Oh my gosh. Just super quick. This is a real Alex experience. Hold on. Just getting this. Crap. This is gonna be pretty tricky. Man, this is... I'm gonna need to perform some surgery here. Dang it. Hold on. I'm going to... do this. Oh gosh, that's not what I wanted. Let me do this. And let me see. Yeah, I should probably log off soon anyway. Let's do this. Well, we're getting, oh gosh, it's so yellow in here. No. All right. My problem is, so if you want to hear my problem right now, it's that my computer down in my basement says that I don't have enough room to install the update for Helldivers. Even though I do, I have like 48 gigabytes free. It refuses to believe that that is enough. So I'm kind of screwed. I mean, it's not like a huge deal, but right here, let's just do this. Let's do space between. Justify between. There we go. So we're going to do group tempo group dot. David, I really am trying. I'm trying to figure out, you know what? Stay with me. Dude, I just can't get this stupid update to work. All right, here's what's gonna happen. Is this, I'm gonna start unplugging cables and hoping that it's not gonna break anything. All right, cool. I'll just unplug my keyboard. But I still have my Mac keyboard. Just give me a second. See all the cables on my desk shifting. I've plugged in a new mouse. What I'm basically doing is I'm trying to get my computer just to be on my second monitor. Correctly. Oh, there we go. You guys, you should, if you could see this, like I have Windows open on this monitor and then my stream on that monitor. All right. Don't mind me while I launch Steam on my desktop, just so I can have Helldivers be downloading while I'm streaming, because I do Like I want something to happen. Alas, though, now I don't have chat feed anymore. Where did that? Let me see if I can get that channel. Chat feed. Here we go. Okay. Friendship over. Tempo group dot here we go. All right, Steam is launched. Sorry, I'm like doing two different things now. I don't want to update Gmod. All right, perfect. It's using my local. All right, I think we are cooking. Yeah, we're cooking. Oh, I forgot. I turned off my keyboard. So now I have to do this. Tempo group dot big beats per measure. So this will be 3/4. And then I reckon we should make this like an H4 or something. But let's make this just normal text. There we go. Shorter. I don't know why the width isn't behaving with me like that. And then we can do look at that. So justify between. And then this can be class name. Stop. Text right. Can I just do that here? Justify end or align end? No. There's justify, there's align, and then there's aligned bottom. That's not what I wanted. All right, let's look at this. Tailwind alignment. Content place gap guide items. Bro. Items end is what I'm gonna get. Items end. No. Just justify end. Also no. Why can't I do this? This is going to drive me crazy. Oh wait, text. Right. Alexi's like, holy moly, you're cooking. And my Helldivers download is like 10% of the way through. So I might be able to play Helldivers. Give me a second. I'll be back. I'm gonna check my computer in the basement. All right, alas, I think my 120 gigabyte SSD that I have is not chungus enough for Helldivers. So I'm just gonna have to rely on this download. Why is this not working though? Can you be smaller? Like these, why are they so big? What if I do like width 6? Take width 6. What if I do min width 6? Show me your secrets. What is wrong with you? Toggle developer tools. Come on. Shut up. I'm gonna blow up. The fact that I need to do this every time. It's because someone broke the right click. And someone's name is Alex. Alright, why is this? What is this? What is this messed up thing? DVFG border rounded. Min width 6. Max. Let's do max width. Sorry, I don't know what I was thinking. Where is this container getting its width from? Widthful. I don't want widthful anymore. There we go. Oh my gosh. Now, the question is, do we want to keep it like this? With this like card thing, or do we want to try and consolidate it to be like 130 BPM, 4 times 6? It's just like, why does the width care so much? I'm gonna beat my head into this microphone. Guys, we are 3 out of 10 gigabytes done with downloading Helldivers. I'm gonna keep streaming until this thing finishes. And then I'm gonna play Helldivers on my standing desk. So, that'll be good. I get the pain. Okay. All right, let's just see what it looks like if we make this, boom. That looks perfect. No, it doesn't. You know what? Let's stick with what we have here. Commit this. Tempo card UI. No! Do any of you ever commit code? Boom. And then if you're on the Discord, you should get a new message that I committed to develop. Sync. Okay. I don't love how I've organized this. All right, now we made the UI. Now we need to be able to create new tempos. So function, new, or tempo, new, tempo, group. New tempo group form. Okay. So it's going to be the same kind of deal as this. I mean, maybe we should make it like the same. No, it shouldn't. We shouldn't couple that. That shouldn't need to. That's how you get really long components. Let's just put it at the bottom here. Great. So this will be border accent instead. Instead of this being border accent, let's make these border white. There we go, it's a little clearer. And then maybe font bold, is that too much? Doesn't even work. I think you turned that off. Guys, we have 7 people watching this stream right now. 7. And my Helldivers only has 7 gigabytes to go. Only 7 gigabytes. Now it only has 6.7 gigabytes. Okay. New tempo. Let's call this like new group or something. New group. Tempo groups. New group. Okay. We're going to do like, let's copy. Do we want to make it a card or do we want to make it a form? If 7 people donated one. Careful what you're saying, Alexi, because I'm pretty sure like 3 out of the 7 of you are just people on the team. And now there's 6 people watching. So now 6 of you need to donate $1 million. Truly though, I bet you that like just having 6 viewers, I'm in like the 80th percentile or something. Like just having this many consistent people watching, like more than 0, I feel like that's a big deal. So we should make input type text. Number. Class name, width. Let's give it 16. Oh my gosh. Okay, max. We're not given width today, apparently. It's just not gonna happen. It's just not happening. But we can do width full. What if I do like 16px if I'm like super verbose? Nope. Okay. Oh my gosh, guys. We only have 4 more gigabytes left until I can play Helldivers. Yeah, the stream went to 13 for a second. In width 0 usually helps. Thank you, Doc. I think it's something weird with inputs. And then width 16, width 8. If it's an input, then there's no hope. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna make this, and we can get through it later. Let's do this. Input. This can just be do text small. I don't love how this looks. All right, but if you set the width of this, dude, I truly, oh, I shouldn't have done a span. That's probably it. Well, now why does it? It just got wider for no reason. Stop. Like, why is this wider now? Oh, it's because the text is H3. There we go. Okay. Yeah, get rid of this H3, I guess. And then input, what does this look like if I do this? No, it's not good. It's not good. Min class name or flex. Yeah, flex gap or base align bottom. Justify bottom. And whatever. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. That's worse than what I had before. Flex gap 4. I don't love what I wanted it to be like an editable version of this, but I'm realizing now that's just a bad idea. Let's just make it like a normal form. BPM input. And then call this like a form. That's not what I wanted. That's also not what I wanted. This can be a label. Form field. Name BPM. Why didn't you make it pretty? Get rid of this flex. Oh, this. Why does this look like this? Do we need to like implement this? Is that the problem? Great. That looks fine. Let's do a grid. Class name. Oh, please don't do that. Oh my gosh. Is Helldivers ready? If that's the case, I might need to. Class. Alright. Class name equals grid. Grid calls to. And then this would be placeholder 120. Oh my god. Why does it look like that? Sorry, I'm looking, and I have Helldivers up on my vertical monitor, and so the opening cutscene is trying to render in full screen, so it's all squished. All right. Hey, thank you for joining me for this stream. I did promise my friend I'd play Helldivers with him, so I'm going to do that. I think we made some pretty good progress here as far as the UI. Recall, at the start of the stream, we designed this, and now this is what we have implemented in it. Something that's going to be very challenging is this custom tempo thing, and this. All of that still needs to happen. Yeah, like a lot of the logic in the backend service side is there. So I'll probably do another stream soon. Yeah, let me know like the best way to notify people for these. I feel bad every time I at everyone in the Discord, but like that until I did that, like there was like one person on the stream. So yeah, let me know. Please buy the merch, give us feedback, join the Discord. Trying to make the best product we can, and the best way we get it is with your help. So thank you, and enjoy the rest of your night, everyone.